So I'm going to start this unboxing video off talking about the wait times at CGC. Got to give them props. Took them long enough, took them several years, but the wait times have dramatically improved. I mean, the posted wait time, I think, is now 60 days. Now, it's always business days. Keep in mind, if you look at the wait time on the CGC website, it's always business days, so that's about 3 months. Much better than what it was. I think during the worst of the pandemic, it was about 15, 16 months, and it was, on occasion, that was the posted time, and then people were reporting it was taking even longer than that. So about 3 months now for CGC wait times. Not bad at all. So I got 10 boxes here. Let's go the right direction so I don't see these. Oh, this is not good. I don't like the way these are packed in there. Okay, I got 10 slabs. Got a couple first covers, couple oddball first covers, ones you don't see very often. A lot of Jordan, a lot of Tiger, a couple of Chase issues that I'm looking to pop that first 9.8 on, and I've never gotten. So you know the rules. I know what these issues are. I do not know the grades. You are getting my initial reaction to these grades right now, like this one on the very first one. Tough issue. It's a fair grade. It's a fair grade, but a very tough issue. First cover for Lawrence Taylor, September 29th, 1986. That's also Mark Gastineau. It's his first cover as well. So, you know, Lawrence Taylor, widely regarded as possibly being, you know, the greatest defensive player ever in the history of the NFL. He was a beast. No question about that. Kind of crazy in his personal life and had plenty of issues, but man, tore it up on the field. Pop reports on this, there's two 8.5s. That's it. Those are the highest graded copies, 8.5s. There are now two 7.0s. And there's some others graded out there. I projected this as a 7.5, so within my range. I'm going to say the other thing about this issue is, two things. Very condition sensitive. You got a full color back. You got a lot of dark ink right along the spine. That's going to give you problems. Number two, possibly the greatest mullet in Sports Illustrated cover history right there. I mean, that's peak 1986 Mark Gastineau there with a badass mullet. Lawrence Taylor, first Sports Illustrated cover from 1986. 7.5 or 7.0. I think that's I think I own both the 7.0s. I think that's the other one I've got graded that I own that's at 7.0 as well. I know I don't own one of the 8.5, so it must be one of the 7.0s. Pretty good. Pretty good. Love this cover. Michael Jordan, this is the Showtime cover from May 21st, 1990. There's a 9.8 that just popped in the CGC census. I'm thrilled for that collector because I know who he is. I'm proud to say that I'm the guy that pressed that issue. He sent me 10 issues. I think they might have all been Jordans. They weren't all Jordans. They were a lot Jordans, and they were in beautiful condition. So I always get happy when I can press an issue for a collector and it's an awesome issue like this, and they end up popping a 9.8. So the 9.8 just showed up in the CGC census. And I had a little hand in that, which, by the way, if you're interested in my comic and magazine pressing service, shoot me a DM on social media or drop a comment here. There are four 9.4s. There are two 9.2s. This is now two 9.2s. I projected this at 9.0, so I'll take that. A little bit better than what I thought. I do own this at 9.4. This photo was taken at Game 4 of the NBA playoffs. It was the Bulls versus the 76ers at the old Spectrum in Philadelphia. Bulls would go on to win that series, but they would lose to the Pistons in the conference finals. Of course, the Pistons went on to win the NBA title that year for back-to-back championships, and it was the following year that the Bulls finally beat those nasty Pistons, swept them in the conference finals the next year, 4-0, and that was the infamous game where Lambeer and Isaiah and all the other players walked off the court before the game was over. So Bulls lost to the Pistons that year, but Jordan had his revenge in the next year. I get all worked up talking about the bad boys and my Bulls. Okay, better now. Next up, I think I got a shot at some 9.8s here. I don't know if I'll get one, but I definitely got a shot at some 9.8s. That was a beautiful Showtime Jordan. This is one of the ones that I was hoping that could have a shot at 9.8. Tiger Woods, this is the Tiger Rules cover. Came out on May 3rd, 2000. There are 3 9.8s. There's a 9.6. There are now 3 9.4s. I projected this at 9.4. It's probably fair. I do own one of the 9.8s. I see more and more people, and this is great for the hobby, starting to collect sets. So, for example, I got into this hobby, and the first thing I did was I said, I want to get all 50 Michael Jordan Sports Illustrated covers and graded, and I did that, finished it up a couple of years ago. And that's probably the toughest set to collect. But there are a lot of people that collect sets. I know a guy that lives in LA, and he's collecting all the LA Rams covers. Another guy that's collecting all the North Carolina Tar Heel covers. Somebody that's doing Kentucky basketball. So while Jordan is probably the most difficult, Tiger's is kind of doable. Muhammad Ali, Tiger, LeBron, they all had that like mid-20s, like 23 to 24, 25, 26 covers. Tiger had 22 covers where he was prominently featured. You could say 24, but he was on a cover where his picture was tiny small and there were like 20 or 30 other people on the cover. Some collectors count that, some don't. But Tiger had 22, prominent covers. And I know one collector that's working on that run right now. So I think that's good for the hobby. And if you want to spend the time navigating the CGC registry, I would encourage you to do that. I haven't done it myself, so I can't encourage it too much. The UI is clunky. It is not easy to use, but you can build sets in the CGC registry, and they've even gotten awards and prizes for the best ones. They do that once a year. But I think a set of all 22 Tiger covers would be very cool. 9.4, that is, God, I'm such a grade snob. I'm such a freaking grade snob. I projected 9.4. How can I be upset at a 9.4? But I am. You dirty, damn it! Out of this whole box, this is the one I wanted at 9.8. Damn it. Once again, another 9.6 on this issue. This is LeBron and Cleveland Rocks. Came out on May 25th, 2009. There's one 9.8. I keep chasing my own. I've probably gotten this graded 10, 12 times. There are 3 9.6s. I think I've gotten all 3 of those graded. I've sold a couple of them since then. There are 3 9.4s. I know I've gotten at least 1 or 2 of those. I projected this at a 9.6, but that's only because I don't project 9.8s anymore because they're so hard to get. And this one, damn, I just don't see the flaw in this one. Such a chase issue for me. I've talked about it before. I love this issue. I think this is just quintessential LeBron. He's playing in Cleveland. You can see his number 23 jersey. He's doing the chalk in the air, before, like he did before the games, which, by the way, he copied from Jordan. God, can LeBron do anything on his own? Oh, he did a Space Jam follow-up. Oh, he did the chalk, clap the chalk and put it out there before the start of the game. Oh, he wore number 23. Just pissed because I got a 9.6. Love this issue. It is, collectability aside, it's my favorite LeBron cover. I just think it's an awesome looking cover. And Cleveland Rocks, that was, if you remember the old Drew Carey TV show, that was the theme song of his show. Cleveland Rocks, Cleveland Rocks. All right, let's move on. Stinking 9.6s. See, I don't know. I get that it's not logical. It doesn't make sense, but I'm not as mad at a 9.4. This is the One Promise Kept issue. So this is LeBron James, August 8th, 2016. There are 2 9.2s. There's a 9.6. There's one 9.4. That's this one. I projected this at a 9.4. This is the second cover after LeBron won his first title in Cleveland in 2016. So there's a great cover of LeBron holding the trophy. This one came out a couple months later. Everybody, LeBron came home to Cleveland and they won the championship, the first championship for Cleveland in decades. And we were never going to die. And LeBron was going to finish his career in Cleveland and win titles forever. And 2 years later, he was a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. But these were the good times. Those were the good times for LeBron in Cleveland. The reconciliation after they burned his jersey when he left to the Miami Heat, and they welcomed him back, and he gave him the title. And he's like, God, I remember why I hated here so much and got the hell out. Oh, look at that. Phil Jackson on the back of that cover. That's interesting. I'm not getting any 9.8s. The Tiger, the two LeBron, this one, all had that shot at 9.8. Didn't happen. Kemba Walker, this is his first Sports Illustrated cover. Came out on November 23rd, 2009. It's a pop 101, none higher at 9.4. I projected it at 9.6. This is a variant cover. Can't remember how many covers they produced that week, but I think it was a lot. I think it was like 4 or maybe even more. So it does say first Kemba Walker cover. It does say Kemba Walker cover there. That's where they put variant information. So this will get broken out separately from the other regional variants that were made that week in the CGC census. Kemba Walker won an NCAA championship at UConn, playing 13 years in the pros, and is currently playing with the Mavericks. Still disappointing at 9.4. I thought it was going to be better than that. All right, next up. Man, this was the one I really wanted at 9.8. And did not get it. That's a gut punch. Kurt Warner, first Sports Illustrated cover, October 18th, 1999. There is one 9.8. There is one 9.4. It's this guy. There's a 9.2. There's several others out there. Projected this as a 9.6. The greatest show on turf. Man, were those Rams awesome. Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk is the running back. I mean, that was like the beginning of the modern NFL where we're just going to air it out and throw it every single time. Such a fun team to watch. Won one Super Bowl. Kurt Warner was the Super Bowl champ. And a great story. I mean, everybody knows his story. He was literally bagging groceries at a supermarket and got an opportunity to try out and come play for the NFL and turned it into 2 Super Bowl appearances, a Super Bowl win, a Super Bowl MVP, and a movie. So the movie called American Underdog. I have not seen that movie, but I want to, and let's take a look at a little bit of the trailer for that movie right here.
Kurt Warner, you got the whole package, kid. The world just needs more time to see it.
He came up with this whole arena concept.
Arena football.
It's like a circus.
People love the circus.
I like the circus.
You pay me per touchdown?
I also pay you to win.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, Kurt.
We've been trying to reach you.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm with the Rams.
This guy's old. Slow as molasses. He's beneath the standards of this franchise.
That's what people said about me when I came here.
All those years gave you something others didn't have. Made you ready for this moment.
Kurt Warner out of the Arena League. It's one of those stories that's too good for the movies. It's perfect.
This guy here, he was bagging groceries 5 years ago.
Go out there and you show the world what I've known all along. You were born for this.
This is my time. I know who I am, and I know why I'm here.
I need to see who's streaming that, whether it's Netflix or Amazon or one of the other ones. I need to see that Kurt Warner movie, American Underdog. First cover, 9.4. Give me a 9.8. Give me a 9.8. Come on. 9.4s and 9.6s like crazy. Tom Brady. This is the 19 straight cover. I've gotten this one graded a bunch. Still can't get that stinking 9.8. And nobody else has either. Because there's no 9.8s. There's 7 9.6s. There are 8 9.4s now, and there are 6 9.2s. I projected this at a 9.2, so I guess I'm going to be happy with the 9.4. Of course, after winning 19 straight games, they would only lose 2 games that season. By the way, that was 19 straight, starting in the previous season, continuing at the playoffs, and into this season in 2004. They only lost 2 games that year and beat the Eagles in Super Bowl 39, 24, 21. Nice looking Tom Brady cover there. Okay. The grades have been high. These have been high grades. What was the lowest grade? Is it that 9.2 Jordan? Showtime? I think that's it. They've been high grades, just not the highest grade. Next up. Still nothing. Yeah. What a frustrating box. All of these have been so close to 9.8s, but nothing. Jordan, this is the Y cover. Came out on October 18th, 1993. There are 6 9.8s. There's 6 9.6s. Now 6 9.6s. 5 9.4s. I projected it at 9.6, but that's because I thought it had a really good shot at getting a 9.8. I do own this at 9.8. Again, this came out right after his first NBA retirement. And, of course, we all know 18 months later, he was back in the NBA and winning championships and MVPs and scoring titles and kicking ass with the Bulls. Okay, last cover. It's all coming down to this. I'll be happy if I can pop a 9.8 on this one. Nope. Man. So you ever go to the blackjack table and you throw down a couple $100 and you're like, boom, 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 and you lose, and you lose, and you lose, and you lose, and you're like, what the hell? This is supposed to be like close to a 50-50 time if I'm playing it right. And you just get that run of the dealer and he just crushes you. And you're sitting there with 2 kings and the dealer flips a 21. That's exactly what this box is. Kobe's run. This came out on March 3rd, 2003. There's 1 9.6. There's 1 9.4. There's 1 9.2. Projected it at a 9.2. The Lakers had won 3 titles in a row. They were looking for number 4 in 2003, but lost to San Antonio in the second round that year. Good-looking Kobe cover. Fun box. A lot of great grades. I'm going to say the highlight was that 9.2 Jordan. That's a tough one. Tough one to get in a high grade. But overall, kind of disappointing. Not a 9.8 in the box. Fun to do anyways. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram and eBay and Facebook and TikTok. And I've even started on Reddit now. YouTube. It's the same username everywhere. CGC Sports Illustrated. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.